that's an outtake.
Hey up and away folks, and welcome to another instalment of Judith the Jag. So in the last episode I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger because Judith broke down on me. Yep, she finally let me down. After 3 months of sterling service she decided to break down, and it was very embarrassing because I was taking my dad and my brother out for lunch and a pint. That was when the car decided to blow a coolant hose. Thankfully, I was able to limp the car up to my brother's friend's place, which was round the corner from a friendly garage. So as soon as I could diagnose the problem, it was just literally round the corner to get the car there. The whole time the car maintained temperature, which was fantastic really, given that she'd just blown a hose just off the water pump. So I think it really does show just how hardy these cars really are. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now I'm into my 4th month of ownership, and I've decided that now is the time to start giving this car some love because, well, for one thing, a colleague at work had managed to poke a hole in my wing there, which another bit's just fallen off, oh dear. So that needs sorting. I've already had a quote to get that done as well, so watch this space because I might get that sorted. I've also decided that later on this month, around about my birthday, I am going to sort the roof out, or at least attempt to anyway, because I reckon that after what I did with Annie in the Alpine, I reckon I could do a pretty decent job myself. But we'll give it a go anyway, and if it doesn't work out, if it's so long as there isn't any of this crazing going on up here, then I'll be very happy with that. But I've actually been focusing more of my efforts on the back of the car. So the rear of the car is where I've been focusing a lot of my efforts in the last month. So as you can see, I've now got a new tailpipe on after this fell off when I collected the car. It was my first experience of Jag ownership, where I basically picked it up from the cellar on the way to the MOT, go around a roundabout, and I hear is a ding, 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 ding off the back. So this has been sorted. The coolant hose has also been repaired, and I've also changed the alternator belt on this car. But one area that I'm very pleased with is inside the boot. So as you can see, what I've done is I've put a cover over the LPG tank. This was just some old carpet that was lying at work, and I thought I could make some use of that. So I did, and I'm actually quite pleased with it. It needs a good scrub though, because it should be a sort of grey pile, so not exactly matching, but it makes the boot a little bit more usable. I'm also investigating having a new liner inside the boot lid, and you can see loads of wires hanging down, because for one thing, the central locking actuator, which for the boot, which is actually part of the handle, that's broken, so I'm investigating having a replacement one of those, but it would be nice to actually be able to see in here, and I've located where the CD auto changer goes. You can see that little white mark on the carpet back there, and you can see the plug there. So I'm going to get that off the cellar at some point and see if we can get that sorted. The headlining in this car has started to sag quite badly, so I decided to give that a good go over with some drawing pins just to hold it up for the time being until I can get a replacement one. You can get folding headlinings for these cars now, where you can fold it in half and just slip it in. Saves taking out any of the screens, but this rear screen's going to have to come out at some point due to this scabbiness back here. But all in all, she's still in pretty fair nick, and yeah, I can't wait to get her fixed. So all in all, that's really what's been happening with this car over the last month. I've taken her to a couple of events. There was a Ford event at Gaydon, which I drove this car down. It was absolutely flawless the way down. It was great to see Bramble in her completed state as well, so that was really cool, and it was nice to see Pete again too. And just the previous night before filming this, I went to another car club social where I took some people out in Judith, and they were suitably impressed, so I'm very happy about that as well. In the meantime, I think I'm just going to work on getting the little things in this car done, the little niggly faults. And now I've actually found a Jaguar XJ40 breakers, I can actually get the parts that I need, hopefully for a decent price. I'm still waiting for a price for the boot liner and central locking actuator. But all in all, I'm very, very happy at the moment. So yeah, it's not that dramatic a video, I'm afraid, but there we go. You know, sometimes life isn't dramatic, because the water hose, for example, that was 20 quid from S&G Barrett. That rear exhaust pipe, the tailpipe, that was 30 quid from S&G Barrett as well, and I managed to get a replacement oil filter as well, so I can change the oil in this. That was 7 quid, again from S&G Barrett. This car is proving itself to be a very affordable car to maintain, at least. So yeah, I just have to keep going, and hopefully I'll end up with a lovely, lovely old Jaguar. But I'm really starting to fall in love with this car. For a while I was thinking that I would just sell this car after a year, but I'm 4 months down the line, and if anything, my love for this car has just grown, because I know how robust this car is, and it's just proven so good for those drives to club socials, to car events and whatnot. It's been a really rewarding experience. The fuel economy, though, is still something a bit dodgy. Now, in the last video I did say that the car seems to drink less fuel in sport mode, and that's only true in certain instances, like, for example, hill climbing, because the car will kick down more readily. But that said, I've noticed the car will kick down automatically in normal wafty mode. So actually, it doesn't really make a hell of a lot of difference, to be honest. But all in all, I'm very happy with this old butt. I love Judith. I love her greatly. And I've also got a little bit of news on Annie the Alpine as well, of the engine rebuild. Yeah, that's going to cost £2,000. So she's not going to be coming back anytime soon, at least until I can muster up £2,000 for it. But hey-ho, I suppose the Jag will have to do for the moment. Anyway, guys, that's it really. Not really dramatic, nothing really event-worthy, to be honest, but I think it kind of proves just how good these cars actually are, how robust they can be, and just how rewarding an experience this car has been to me. It's, for the last 4 months, a water hose going, that's not bad going. And to be honest, nothing else has really broken in that time, so I'm very pleased with that. I am going to give this car a service, because it's only occurred to me that this car had been off the road for 4 years. I just put an MOT on it and started driving it, and I've driven it quite a few thousand miles now. So it might be a good idea to give it a service, because I've noticed the oil pressure gauge is starting to slip down a little bit. Not much, but I think the oil is starting to break down, so I think that would definitely be a good time to change that. But anyway, guys, that's it from me, and that's it from Judith, and I hope to see you all in a future video. Toodly pipski.